Hey guys, and welcome back to KB Decor Crafts. Today I have two new home decor pieces that I created using Dollar Tree items. So let's get started with project number 1. I created this sign a while back as a request for my sister, who is actually a baker. So I was happy to see that they brought these signs back to Dollar Tree for the Valentine's Day decor, so that way you all can find them. I just had this in stock from last season. And I began by removing the galvanized heart and just sanding it down. Then with white chalk paint, I painted the entire sign with 2 coats. I love using these packs of stir sticks that I get from Walmart. I believe they're a little less than $2, but they come in a pack of 3. And they're longer than your typical stir stick that you would get at Home Depot or Lowe's, but they're perfect for the length that I need for this sign. Now here you'll see me just sizing up to see how many of the stir sticks I would need. I only ended up using the pack of 3. Now I feel like this is pretty self-explanatory, but I just measured by putting the stir stick underneath, drew out a line, and just sawed off the pieces that I needed for the top and bottom. I also measured out where I needed to cut for the longer length of the stir stick. Using Waverly wax paint in the color Antique, I went ahead and stained all 4 pieces of the wood. Once I'm done painting, I always make sure to wipe off the excess, and it gives off that stained look. Using the same wax paint, I went ahead and just used an old brush to dry brush around the entire board just to give it more of a distressed look. You're going to want to use some Gorilla wood glue or any type of wood glue to glue these down. I like to make sure all the edges are covered with glue to avoid any lifting later on. Once my frame was dry, I used these letter stickers that I found at Dollar Tree, and I cut out the letters to spell out the word bakery, and I found this was easier to do before actually peeling them and sticking them down to see how I wanted to arrange them. Once I was ready to stick them down, I started with the 2 middle letters to make sure that everything was going to be lined up correctly. So to avoid the stickers from peeling up later on, I sealed them down with some Mod Podge that I also found from Dollar Tree. So I let that dry thoroughly, and then using some of the nautical rope from Dollar Tree as well, I cut off a piece to be able to hang up this sign and glued it onto the back. And there, your sign is all done. I really love how this one came out. I think I want to make one for myself. This is perfect for your kitchen. You can have it say whatever you'd like. Even having the word kitchen would be really cute. And this is where my sister ended up hanging up her sign, and I think it looks great in her kitchen. Now moving on to project number 2, I found this home sign at the Dollar Tree. They do have 2 other ones that say family and love. I picked up this one for my sister as well, and I wanted to repaint them because I really wasn't feeling the colors that it came with. Using Waverly white chalk paint, I went ahead and painted the O and the E in white and made sure to get in all the crevices with a smaller paintbrush. I did also give it several coats, I'd say about 2 or 3, to make sure it was completely covered. I did use a piece of sandpaper to try to get off the blue paint off the H as much as possible before going ahead and painting that one. I wanted to stain these again with that Waverly antique paint, so I knew the paint on there wasn't going to help with the absorbing at all, so I had to really go in there and sand as much as I could. And again, using that Waverly wax antique paint, I went ahead and stained the M and the H. Starting with the M, that one absorbed really nicely, and it looked great once I wiped off the excess paint. Now it did take me a few tries to get the H to look good. I did have to do a couple coats, wipe it down, and then give it another coat, which made it super dark, but I fixed that by just making the M dark as well, so I did another coat on that one. Now I love using the dry brush technique. I used that antique wax paint again and just dry brushed it all over the O and the E. Now, if you ever end up putting too much of paint on something, you can easily wipe it off with baby wipes, so they're good to have handy. So I did get a little too much of the brown on the white, but by wiping it down, it just cleared it off for me. And I love how this one turned out. Just by adding a simple coat of paint and changing up the look of what it originally looked like, it was perfect for my sister's home decor. Thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned for my next video for more home decor inspiration, and I'll see you guys in my next one.